Masked Singer fans, we now know all the contestants or all the masks for The Masked Singer Season 12. There are 15 of them, and so I figured let's go through the costumes. Maybe you've seen some, maybe you haven't seen some of these. So let's go ahead and break it down. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, you give this video a thumbs up, and here we go! Yes, there are 15 of them, and remember, I said a million of times, everything is a clue. Everything. And so when you're looking at these costumes, that this is a shorter video, know that looking at them, there could be stuff on them. For example, the Dust Bunny, there's stuff on them. It could be a clue. Looking at the Macaron, there could be something on it. Make it like, oh yeah, this could be a clue. So let's break them down fairly quickly for you in alphabetical order because it makes life so much easier. Starting off with Bluebell, and she is a blue flower. She is beautiful. She is gorgeous. I actually really do like this costume. Next is Buffalo. Buffalo is interesting. This is one of those characters which, if you watch the preview videos, it looks like there could be more than one buffalo. So we could say that this one is Buffaloes. I know, I gave a little hint that you saw what I did there, right? You saw that. Now they kind of know. After that is Chess Piece, which makes you wonder, could that be a group? Because it could be many of them, though it's not. Though it could be. It could be, especially because there is another kind of royal kind of costume, which we'll talk about a little bit later. After that is the Dust Bunny, and as I mentioned before, looking at the costume, everything's a clue. So look on what's on the Dust Bunny. It's rolling around the stage. You picked up some things. Those things are clues. Those clues will help decide who's under the mask of the Dust Bunny. After that, we've got Goo, which I like. This is a fun costume. Kind of reminds me of like the toxic of a nuke, like the bubbling up kind of green stuff. Even though it's not real, it's just a TV version of what people think it is. I really do like this costume. The next one, though, I very much enjoy because it's new. It's Ice King. We talked about it just a couple days ago. His crown is over his eyes. I think the contestant sees out of its mouth. It's one that technically hasn't been revealed yet. Maybe by the time this goes online, it will be, because usually I record these videos at noon, and then by 4 o'clock, it's like, here we go. After the Ice King, we have the Leaf Sheep, which is a very interesting costume. It does look like the real thing. I kind of like it. I feel like this could be someone that needs a wheelchair, and so they made it lower to the ground. Like, remember how Kermit the Frog came in as a snail? Imagine that for the Leaf Frog. That's what I think is happening with this costume, because it's short and low to the ground. At least short in terms of, from the photos we've seen, it could be very tall. We really don't know. After that is Macaron, and I call it Macaron. I've heard Macaron, like the president of France, right? I know. That being said, hippie, right? 1970s could be a clue right there. New costume, Royal Knight. I like this. Other people are saying that's probably not the official name. I am calling it that. It could be something else. People think it's more of a gladiator, but we already have something that kind of looks like gladiator, so I don't really think so. I don't really know on that one, but I do like this costume. And the next one, which is Sherlock Hound. Not to be confused with Sherlock Holmes. Nice play on right there. You can see him with his finger up because he knows exactly what's going on. And for some reason, I don't know why, looking at this character, I feel like they should be speaking like in a 1920s voice. By 1920s voice, I'm referring to when they recorded audio back then. It had no bass, so everything kind of sounded high up here when people were talking. And they really weren't like that. They had normal voices like us. So when I look at this costume, I think of, yeah, you see? I found a guy over here and doing that. I know. That was a deep dive into audio, folks, so I'm sorry. After that is the ship, who I said could have been Cher. I don't think it's Cher anymore, but I wish that Cher was on The Masked Singer. Fox, look, producers, I know you watch this video. I know you guys watch our stuff. Can we get Cher on the show? Like, I think that'd be so much fun to see Cher up there, right? I know. After the ship, we have the Showbird, and I don't really have too good of a photo, so I'm using the one they gave us on Instagram. A Showbird just refers to, a girl on a Broadway show, maybe another kind of show, whether it is off-Broadway, Broadway, it could be literally anything under the sun. I do really much like this costume. It's a lot of fun. The reason why it kind of works is because, these big feathers? like showgirls would go out with those kind of feathers. So I kind of like that in a way, right? Reminds you of Broadway and things like that. After that is strawberry shortcake, as you know, my favorite dessert of all time. Every birthday, that is the cake I get. Well, I ask for, I get. Do you get a cake or do you ask for a cake on your birthday? Usually I think people ask you what you want. By this point, I think everyone just knows I like strawberry shortcake, so I'll just plop it on there, and it's gotta be fresh. Strawberries have to be fresh, like this costume. This costume is extremely fresh. After that is the Wasp, which we've heard perform before. That guy better make it far, man. He's got a voice. He can sing. He can dance. I don't know if he's gonna sing like that, but I'm just saying, I like this costume. I like the way he moves. I like the way he sings. He's gonna be someone who's gonna make it to the end, I think. Maybe. Then we have the last costume, which is Woodpecker, which is funny because the last time I made a video about the Woodpecker, I heard a tap, 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 tap on the side of my house. And I'm like, what is going on? Walked outside. Would you believe a woodpecker was trying to get into my roof? I sealed it up. You see, we had a lot of noise in our attic, and I actually did a video on this channel in which you could hear like scratching. And like it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd hear scratching in the corner of that thing. And I'm like, what on earth is going on? So I went outside and I found out that something had made or was trying to make a nest in my attic. Not really, but like in the soffit kind of thing. So I cleared it out. I waited through the day when everyone was gone. I cleared it out. I put foam on it, and it looks like the woodpecker was trying to get in there later on. This is like a month later, trying to get in there to make a home. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You gotta find it somewhere else. I don't need you ruining my house. Sorry. Love you. Bye. And so that was that. That being said, those are the 15 contestants on The Masked Singer. They're broken down into 3 separate groups. Group A, B, and C. No, they don't have fancy names. It's not the good, the bad, and the funny. What was that? Good, bad, and fluffy. Something like that. So Group A is Buffalo. Group A consists of Buffalo, Leaf Sheep, Showbird, Ship, and Woodpecker. Group B, Wasp, Goo, Dust Bunny, Chess Piece, and Bluebell. And Group C, finally, is Ice King, Macaron, Royal Knight, Strawberry Shortcake, and the 1920s detective Sherlock Hound. And those are your official Masked Singer Season 12 masks. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey, stay safe, see you later, bye.